Welcome to the Architects of Fate streaming extravaganza. That's right, you've found the self-proclaimed original Twitch TTRPG stream that lets you shake up our world. Now pay attention, because this is how it works. If you'd like to add some loops to this roller coaster ride of a show, you're gonna need Fate Chips. Now these magical loyalty points can be earned just by watching, following, hosting, subscribing, or just engaging with us in the chat. It's like free money, people. With your Fate Chips, you can use your powers as an architect to heal your favorite players, summon items that will make their adventure a lot easier, or a lot harder. You can even make players say or sing outrageously silly things. Think of those possibilities. But wait. There is more. You can also toss our unsuspecting heroes into random encounters that will leave them sweating, strategizing, and questioning their life choices. All it takes is a quick redeem command in the chat. You choose the item or action and the player you want to mess with, and we'll take it from there. So sit back, relax, and prepare yourselves for a mind-blowing spectacle of storytelling and mayhem. We've got adventure, we've got drama, and more surprises than a clown car at a kid's birthday party. So let's go!
My son is keeping his streak alive. The Fighting Finn is in our group.
Hey, Alex.
Yeah. I can hear you on Skype. Yeah. It's not a.
Let me be a friend. I'm gonna see if I can do this.
Are we all muted?
I hope not. Atlas, we good?
Are we all muted?
No, I can hear you, Paul.
Okay. So anyway,
Okay.
well, I'm just gonna
No,
go ahead and switch to an alternate way of doing this. Because apparently VoiceMod decided to crap out, and that's fine. So, hey, welcome all you Architects of Fate, and welcome to Star Trek Back in Business. Tonight we're going to enjoy the world of Star Trek from the point of view of the non-Starfleet, from the people or the soon-to-be ex-Starfleet, the people who do all the rest of the living and may not be in a quasi-military situation where everybody is really perfect, unless they're on the Equinox. All good other than the static and the voice of actors. Of course it is. I'm going to do this. I'm going to throw this up. I'm going to say, hey, why don't you guys introduce yourselves while I sort out my crap. Alright? Let's see if I can find it. Okay, I'm going to show the map field, and if you guys want to go ahead, like Cello, Rufus, and Cam, just go in that order and give me time to get my crap together, okay?
All right. So I'm Paul. I've been playing a Danubian named Gorath, and he is a collector of musical things and also an engineer on the ship. And then I'll also be playing I forgot.
Sir not appearing in this.
And what?
Sir not appearing.
Oh yeah, that's
in
right.
Film.
Sir not appearing in this film. Okay, that's right. So there you go. So yeah, I've had a great fun time playing with this, and yeah, there we go. Tag. Who's next?
Hello, I'm Rufus. I am playing Draylock, who is a Thessarian or a Linux. We are the guys in the huge spherical ships. And I'm currently DJing in a bar but I can't remember too well. So we'll see where we are pretty soon. Okay.
All right, and I am Cam. I am playing Lyra. She is a kind of a medical savant, and she was in the academy, and she and Gorath kind of decided to leave the academy and come try out some of their magical musical inventions. So they're on a magical mystery tour. And they've come to Orion to premiere this device that Gorath invented that can translate not just musical sounds, but the actual emotion and feelings behind the music into whatever socio and cultural norms of the creatures listening. And so there we are, and we are ready to escape from our own devices.
Okay. And,
Well done, Cam.
And thanks for the sub anniversaries, everybody. Felix. Oh, and we got a hype train just because of that. 2 people have to just turn on their "Hey, I've been following for a while," and off we go. So we got a bit of a hype train going, which is good. Nobody's gonna care. But hopefully you can hear me in the chat now. Right, everybody? Everybody checking out my audio?
Yep.
All right.
Yep.
Hopefully it doesn't have static. At least I hope not. Thank you, Finn. And thank you, as always, Atlas, for just keeping things going. All right. Now, yep, as we left off, you guys were all having a bit of a blast. Let's see if I can grab the situation here. As I recall... okay. Paste. And the thing you were after is escape the Orion, show up in force. Paul has a cascade, goes into overdrive. I don't remember that. And then Rufus, you didn't care what we were doing this week, right?
Just like always.
He didn't have an
You
opinion.
didn't have an opinion.
I'm down for whatever.
There we go. That's exactly how
He's a chill DJ. He's like that electronica sort of chill music DJ.
Oh, yeah, the lo-fi vibes.
Yeah, lo-fi vibes.
Lo-fi and
As long as you don't
house.
take his Tranya away from him, he's happy.
Exactly.
Oh, that's very true. All right, so what we have next then? I've just got to look over here. I've got like stuff on 3 screens, so you'll forgive me for. I tried to get fancy, and that didn't work. So anyway, yeah, as I recall, there's a cat floating in the environment. There's also Gorath and Lyra. You guys had made your way toward the exit, if I'm not mistaken, and I forget. And Vorak was grappling the big Orion, or big Orion, and the big Klingon. Were starting to go at it. You guys had gotten him all riled up, and everybody was still, I think, hearing music in there. No, you guys had put out a pulse that stopped that.
Yeah, we fixed the problem with most people. There wasn't one person still negatively affected though.
I think so. I think it was.
I think
Vorak.
was it Vrond? Was it Vrond or was
It
it?
was probably Vrond. Yeah, he's listening to the Hokey Pokey.
Yeah, it was something like that. It was driving him nuts.
Yeah. So, yeah, what we've got next is, oh god, I didn't realize I had the Delta voice. So I've got a very smooth voice according to this. So, what we're going to have is, you guys, as far as I can tell, I don't know what excuse Draylock needs to make to leave the area because all heck is starting to kind of break loose, because I think if I recall, Gorath told Draylock to play "Run for the Hills" by Iron Maiden.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And
That's correct.
That was going to trigger everybody kind of to some extent. And if I remember, Sherrod had basically called you guys out, and it was accusing you of tampering with this device. So the Orions are starting to blame you, and there's apparently an assassin on the way.
Yes.
So there you go. Now, the song, you're gonna have to give me Paul. You're gonna have to give us some kind of what that song sounds like. I'm gonna redeem a save on you. It looks like you've got a newspaper. You can do it in chat.
How does that song go?
I don't know. You're calling.
I can't really play it, can I?
You can do a small sample, probably if you just do the chorus.
All right, I'll just pull up a quick small sample so we don't get sued
Oh, we will get
by Iron Maiden.
We'll get demonetized. They'll take the 2 pennies we made last week.
Yeah. Oh, we dream of making 2 pennies.
Happening.
All right, be ready?
As ready as we'll ever be. Yep.
So there you go.
So there you go.
Nice heavy beat,
All right.
We have now gotten
double guitar.
I'm looking forward to the demonetization flag on this thing. It'll just come out as a blank when it's in here. Anyway,
I just realized for fans of our other Monday show, this is a little meta. Since this translates into everybody's mind and it's saying "Run to the Hills," it's kind of like the Afrosian Ocarina of Panic.
oh God, yeah, we can do that. I thought you guys had cured that though. That was the bit. You disrupted the signal.
Yeah.
And it let.
Well, but in this case, by us fixing it, we actually broke it because it's telling everybody to run to the hills in their native language and culture.
Okay, so can I make you spend 2 momentum on that? Okay.
Sure.
I think that's fair.
I'm gonna do that. Because in my brain you'd fixed it and you'd removed the psychic disturbance, where it resonated as an earworm. That was the big problem. And when you turned off the circuit, it stayed. Right. So yeah, Run for the Hills. You've got just general panic and mayhem now happening. So yeah, you're at that point, Vorak and the Orion are going at it. Lara and Gorath, you're making your way because I think we're still in 0G. The cat's still bouncing around. Rufus, I wanted to check what is Draylock doing because you're DJing, and I don't know what DJing looks like in the 24th century.
What does it look like?
Yeah.
I'm sure there's some sort of little pads or something where you can, kind of get the scratchy sound going on. Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, sort of like that, something.
Okay, I was thinking like you took yellow data cards and you put them down and you kept like slotting them in.
Well, the songs are probably on those. Isn't it?
Sorry, I was just kind of thinking like, because that's the equivalent of vinyl.
Yeah. I prefer the classic data cards. The ones that clunk when you drop them in.
Yeah.
You have to have those. Much better than isolinear.
Like
I mean, yeah. Is there any comparison?
They sound like wood when they go in the slot.
Yeah, chunk.
So, you're. Well, I guess there's no reason for you to move or do anything. So we have to figure out a way to get you to leave the environment if you want to. But you do see everybody trying to leave the room while you're playing and you're laying down this great DJ beat. Everyone's actually flooding out of the room.
Okay. So maybe what I do is I've got some sort of portable unit that I'm going to put on my shoulder like a big boom box because I want them to keep on, rocking out.
Yeah.
And are we still in 0G?
Yeah, as far as I know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I'm gonna tap off from the wall and I'm gonna go flying over, with my big boom box going off. We're still heading for the hills, but I'm heading with them.
Okay. Oh my goodness.
I'm feeling like the cat needs to be rescued.
Well, the cat
whose cat was it, or do we know?
It's a cat. We have no idea.
It's just a cat.
Well,
I think its name is Stripe.
Yeah, I think Stripe.
Okay.
But we know nothing else about the cat. The cat has not in any way been a terrible person or anything. It's just hapless.
Is there any way that that I can attempt to rescue
Oh, you
Cat?
can. Yeah, from the Matt Mercer Smartass book, you can try. Yeah, you can go right ahead and do that. You can decide where you are in this situation. As far as I know, you were kind of near where Draylock was, getting him set
Right.
up. So the cat is bouncing around near you, and depending on what you want to do or what you have access to, Draylock, Rufus, do you have Draylock's character sheet up or not?
I do indeed.
Okay. I saw.
I
you
came
in there.
prepared.
Oh God!
I came prepared.
I'm gonna say that you get 2 personal momentum for that because
Oh, for just getting the sheet up. I didn't have to ask you where it was.
I want to reward this behavior. Let's just say
All right.
that.
Let's do it.
Because you've also got like a bunch of equipment, so I just wanted to let you know that you've got a bunch of equipment and things if you need it, stuff like that. So you have a whole kit full of stuff if you want to pull it out. I don't know if any of it's useful, but I just want to be aware of it. Okay, so yeah, Gorath, you're gonna do it. Lyra, are you headed for the hills or what's going on? Because you see,
I see Gorath going for the cat, so I'm going to go over there and try and help because I know in 0G it might be kind of difficult.
Well, I'm curious that so I don't know if these like gravity discs exist,
sure.
but I'm wondering if there's like some control mechanism that I can send a gravity disc out to the cat.
Let me see. You didn't build the venue, but
No.
you had your stuff's in there. You've got the access to the electronics. If you want to create an advantage, like to control the discs, because you had a tricorder. I think, as far as I remember, you had a tricorder. It could control the music, and it's probably somewhere in that same system. If you wanted to say, "Oh,
right.
I'm going to see if it can," so you would just want to kind of hack into the discs.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. So I'm voting. If I remember it, you're an intuitive engineer.
I am.
Yeah, it just kills me. All right, I just have to do this.
Intuition is always fears me best.
Yeah, it's like my best guess is usually not the best answer. All right, let's bring up. Just bring up your character sheet. Oh God! All right, yeah. Man, your reason. I really want to have you shift those around later. Yeah, let's go with insight and engineering, which allows you to do damn near anything, to be honest.
Okay.
I don't see any focuses that may apply at this point.
No, I don't think so.
Because that would just be
So-
bragging. That would just be beating a dead horse.
I have 2 successes.
All right. Yeah, that's enough to generate a condition or a special a trait, and that trait is that you can control the discs. The discs are going to be a control and engineering roll to make them do what you want.
Okay.
I would love to make it a con roll because that's flying stuff, and I think I'm going to do that. It's going to be control and con.
Makes
it's
sense.
going to be because I looked at his sheet and I found out how bad his score is.
Yeah, you looked at my sheet and said, "Okay, this is where I can
This is where I'm making
I
up
can
for that
really-
engineering insight thing. Yeah,
put the sauce on the goose."
yeah.
Well,
God,
I
mine isn't
rolled
any
a
better.
1.
You rolled a 1.
Ooh,
I rolled a
2
1.
successes.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
All you needed was one.
And I rolled a second 1. If you don't believe that,
Oh my God.
I rolled 2 1s.
Screw you. All right. So what I've got is you only needed one success to make it. So you have 3 additional successes, and you can apply them to kind of flying or steering or doing something with the discs, whether it is the
Well, I'm
cat
wondering-
or not. Yes.
If I can send the discs basically out to anybody floating to just rescue them so they don't fall on their butts.
Well, I mean, they're not. I mean, they're floating, so they're not really falling on their butts.
All right. Well, if I don't think they're I was just thinking if they, were in danger or anything. So if that's not the case,
I don't know. GM of the Great Barrier, thanks for joining us. He said time to add a little spice. It's like, oh god, that's the cooking show that we left off on Friday night. Speaking of meta, we had the iron. Yeah, it was the steel chef or something. It was a Klingon ritual of trial by cooking. What?
I guess with my vast success with this, I'd like to make the disc head towards the exit so that it gets there at the same time that we get there.
Okay. So you're sending the cat. So you'll have the cat just go up.
Yeah.
There. So the funny thing is, so you guys are pushing off. Are you doing anything? Because it looks like, I think Draylock, you've already started just heading out, right?
Yeah, I'm booking. Because I want the crowd to have the music wherever they're going. We're keeping the party going by leaving.
Okay. What I'm going to do is you're taking it to the street.
Yeah.
I'm going to declare that is a mobile emitter for the headsets. Okay, and basically I have been given threat by the GM of the Great Barrier by the audience. I can either take my threat or I can let one of you guys decide when and where to apply the glitch. So it's up to you. Do you guys want to pick your own thing, or do you want me to lay the beat down on you? And it doesn't have to be right now, so it's not an immediate thing. It's just a glitch has to come in the next, little while.
I'm thinking that
We just want the GM to do it.
Yeah, why don't we give you the 2 threat, but if something comes up where a glitch would be really amusing, we could cash in threat for you and make the glitch
That's
happen.
fine.
right.
And also, as everyone may or may not be aware, anything that's a boon is applied immediately at the player, but anything that would possibly take agency away from a player, they get to decide when to implement. So it's like a glitch they get to kind of pick. At least that's how I run it. Anyway, so there's 2 threat. You feel that the world's gotten a little tense, okay, and things are going. That mobile emitter that Draylock has. Draylock, you never, not Draylock, Gorath, you never made a mobile emitter.
Yeah. Right.
So you don't know what this is, but yeah, there's a
interesting. So I'm like, what?
Yeah, so somebody's been tampering
Where's that
with your
coming
designs. All right, so you guys are chasing them out. So you're just following the crowd as quickly as you can. You're not caring about anybody else, right, Rufus? Sorry.
Well, I'm caring about I care about the crowd. I want them to have a good time, even though, we seem to be going on a trip here. But
I didn't mean that you didn't care about the crowd. You're just not caring about the other players.
Yeah.
Okay. That was my thought was you just didn't have a problem with that. All right, so let's get. Oh, I don't even have a thing for Clint. So I'm going to put you out into the hall, if that's okay. And that's back to this. So Draylock's out there. MacGuffin is still serving drinks. There's the cat, which we don't have right now. A couple of other people. This just represents the crowd spilling out into the thing. So I'm gonna just say that Draylock, would you give me a dice roll? I don't know if you can or not.
Yes. Tell me what die to use.
D20s.
Okay.
And And let me see. I'm trying to get my overlay back up because I'd love to get my overlay going.
Mhm.
Login with Google. Sorry about that. Okay, sorry. Copy dice roll overlay URL. Put that up, and then let's pretend that I can actually roll dice for just a second. Let's see if my dice work. Nope, I guess they don't. Oh well, to hell with that.
Mhm.
It's like, oh, that's fantastic.
Damn, that's exactly what I got.
Okay, hold on. I'll just copy that off and get that to you. So there's the box,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't have any idea how big to make it. It is a hat. As far as I'm
Mhm.
concerned, it
Oh,
is
yes.
a hat.
Yeah,
'Cause you're just holding the
I like
thing in
that
your
too.
hand.
That my hands
It's like
are free.
those can hats. Like those can hats, but it's a speaker on each
Mhm.
side. It's
Yeah.
awesome.
So that's the good one for that. And yeah, I didn't have my dice overlay. I'm just gonna live with that for right now. Man, that's really annoying. StreamRoll.io, you've done me dirty so damn many times. It's not even funny. All right. So what I need from Rufus is
Mhm.
So you're working just to kind of keep up with the crowd, as I understand it, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. All right. This is a zero G thing, so I'm going to go with control and security.
Okay.
Well, actually, are you your own spaceship, or are you doing this like you're flying a spaceship, or are you doing this like you're a gymnast? Because you're in zero
Wait,
G, so you're.
Yeah, I know that, but I mean, I don't have a spaceship in here with me, right?
No, but are you thinking of it like you're a spaceship, or are you thinking of it like you're a gymnast?
Oh, gymnast.
Okay, then it's security then. Okay,
Mhm.
control and security. I think it's a 12 for you.
Yeah, it's a 12. Yes.
Okay, you just need one success, to be honest.
I got a 6 and 19.
Okay, well, I think you only needed one, so you got one. You are able to keep up with the crowd. You even though your little legs are down there and you're holding this thing up, you've got what's the next goofy thing you've got? You've got the thing above your head. Hey, Wicked Weasel. And yeah, you're managing to keep up with the crowd, and as you chase them, they seem to getting faster and more frantic.
Okay.
Also, there are other people in the area that also start to pick up on this, and all start to kind of like get a little bit of a panic in their eyes, and then they follow the crowd too. So it looks almost like you're chasing everybody, like they're running away from you.
Okay. So,
yep.
Do I know where they're going, or it's just not clear?
It's unclear. You can guess at maybe where they're going.
Okay.
And to be honest, I don't know where they're going.
They're just going where he is not.
They're going away.
They're going away. They're going to the hills.
It's true. That song is mighty powerful.
It's a mighty powerful song you got there. And of course, I have this thing set up. So, would you do evens and odds?
Ooh, double ones.
Rufus, call out evens or odds.
Odds.
Okay, this will be the first one right here. Odds. Okay. Yeah, you have an idea of where they're going. And where that is. Well, actually, you get to pick as a player. You could just describe a kind of a place, or like they're going to the bathroom, they're going to get into their spaceships. They're going to the
Well, I
bank.
was actually going to say maybe they're headed to the loading dock because there's some they want to get out of here for some reason.
Okay, so you're just seeing everybody like being done with the show.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is.
Okay, so yeah, they're headed for the loading docks because they are kind of in a panic. It makes sense. So they are headed out there. I'm not sure what you're doing because where is your ship, by the way?
Well, I think I'm parked at.
You could park it
I-
anywhere if I recall.
Um, yeah, I think I'm parked near the loading dock.
Okay. All right, so people will be stampeding out there. Obviously, Garth Shuttle's out there, and making their way back through the crowd
Mhm.
is a couple of green, dangerous-looking people. If that makes sense,
Okay.
you notice them, but you don't really know them. Let's see if I can get my screen. Come on, where are you?
They're going against the crowd.
Yeah, there's some people going against the crowd. And if I've got this right, where did I put them? I just want to grab the tokens for them. Yeah. So you see these two people, Sheila and Sheila, yeah, and Yaxa Vectress are both making their way back against the crowd, and they're being kind of pushed back, so they're getting all messed up. It's like they're just trying to fight their way through. Yaxa's like puts a couple of people down, pretty handily, and you you don't know her, but you know a dangerous ninja assassin when you see one, and I don't know if you care. You don't have to.
I mean, is she coming after me?
Nope.
I don't care.
Okay, even better.
I don't care.
All right. So while you're scampering off, so you're headed toward you're just making sure everybody has music while they're
Yeah.
headed toward the loading dock because you want them to have a
Right.
good send off. Okay, got it. Okay, Garth and Lara, you've secured the cat.
All right.
Now what do you do? What do you want to do next?
Does the cat let me carry it?
Yeah, let me see. Oh God, that is a good evens or odds question, isn't it?
I have such a winning presence, right?
Did you want to try and actually go here? Puss.
I don't know. I mean, shouldn't I?
Sure. I was just going to make it evens or odds, but you can go right ahead. I have to decide what mood the cat's in. That's why I'm going to go with the good old-fashioned evens or odds.
It must be really happy I rescued it, right? Was tormented.
Sure. Okay. Well, let's pretend that works. Okay. Yeah, evens or odds, Paul, for what I wanted to establish the mood of the cat.
All right. I'll go with even.
Okay, Cameron, evens or odds?
Even Steven.
I'm gonna go odds.
Evens and evens. Okay, so the cat's only half mad. If we want to say
Half
that.
mad.
Well, it's not in as bad a mood as it possibly could be. The cat is agitated. It is a difficulty 2. It's going to be a target 2 for your roll to give you some presence. So it's a presence.
Huh?
And I don't know what animal handling is, so you can decide what that
Command.
Command. Okay, that
Presence
you're
and
trying this
command.
on a cat, which is the most.
I don't think I could get away with engineering, could I?
No.
Unless you make it a spacesuit.
Oh, that's a failure.
I mean, you could
Okay.
engineer the little cat wand,
Right.
cat distractor.
Okay. I did not have any successes,
No
unfortunately.
success.
Lyra noticed that he didn't really succeed on that, so she would like to invoke her. I think it's a talent
Yes.
of Bajoran Faith Healer.
Okay.
And it says she can use her spiritual practices to calm patients or alleviate stress.
Ooh.
Once per scene, she may perform a short prayer or ritual, allowing her to reduce stress for a target by 2 points. 4 points if it shares or is open to Bajoran religious beliefs. So obviously the cat probably does not have any particular Bajoran religion penchant, but I'm going to at least go for the two stress reduction.
Yeah.
He's the cat whisperer.
Well,
Yeah.
I'd love the.
She's going to hum some Bajoran prayer.
Well, let me see. I
Just
want to
kinda-
say that Rufus, I'm going to ask you to tell us about the cat, and on an you have to say evens or odds whether or not it's Bajoran. Okay.
Okay, evens.
Okay. The cat is not of Bajoran origin, because that would be hilarious. But if you have anything you want to talk about, who the owner of the cat is, what their personality is, and how they'd react to a calming ritual. I would love it if it was a Cardassian cat.
A Cardassian cat.
This is up to you though, because I would
The
I would
really long
suggest
neck.
it. Yeah, he has a neck.
Well, sure. Let's make it a Cardassian cat.
Okay. This is probably one of what's his name's cats. Garrick's is probably one of the many cats Garrick owns, because you just know the guy has a house full of fucking cats. So it is a Cardassian cat. You're going to perform the ritual. That's just an automatic success, right?
I guess it's a talent. So doesn't a talent, since you can only use it once per scene, it gives you like 2 successes automatically, I believe. I forget how the rules
For
on
this one, it
talents
just
go.
happens. You know, a talent
Yeah,
just happens
okay.
unless you make a successful roll, or whenever you attempt
Okay.
a task. So there's no task associated with it. It just happens, and that's kind of the way it should
All right.
work. To be honest, you know, I'm not making a die roll to
Yeah.
nerve pinch some. Well, you should. But yeah, so you're gonna attempt to calm it. Normally, there's not a reaction roll, but yeah, I definitely want you to hit the presence and probably medicine. And
Okay,
you
I
do
can deal with that.
recognize that this is a cat that's been raised in a Cardassian house, a gay Cardassian household.
All right. Well, presence and medicine are actually pretty decent.
That's what I thought.
Got an 8 and a 4, so 12 or less. All right. Oh no. Well, I got a success with a 3, but I rolled a 20.
Okay, well, I'm guessing the cat's not.
Oh, just
thrilled.
ignore that.
You were holding on to the cat, weren't you, Gareth?
Yeah, I was. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that didn't go well. The cat just absolutely hears the sound of Bajoran chanting, which is usually the last thing a Cardassian heard during the occupation before they were gagged. So the cat's got a little PTSD
that's
from
true.
this. So it hears the Bajoran language
Oh.
because it's not wearing its universal translator. Yeah, cat freaks out. I think that it's going to attempt to get shed of you. Do you want to hold on to a screaming feral cat at this point, Goreth?
No. If he doesn't want to be held, I'm going to let it go.
Okay. I need to get a let's load daring and probably daring and security. Need a success to avoid injury or
All
staying
right.
on the disc. That would be the other bit.
Okay. I got 1 success.
Okay, that's all it needed. The cat does just kind of rocket out of your arms. Surprisingly, doesn't decide to dig its claws into you on the way through to get a good launch. But now it's back to tumbling around and kind of turning and twisting around. It's not it's not any danger or anything, but it's definitely going
Okay.
off toward the wall now. Yeah, Lara, that didn't go so well.
No, it did
And
not.
the-
And
Oh,
that,
well.
that wasn't even the glitch.
No, that wasn't.
The glitch is still
Yeah,
yet to come.
You guys managed to make. You make your own You guys make your own fun.
Keep on reminding him of that.
Yeah, I don't know who's got the sheet. Yeah, so it's like you guys are actually left in the room by yourselves. I mean, everybody's gone now.
Well, I wanna get out of here. So,
We need to get
Lyra,
out of here.
Lyra, we
Gorath.
need to scram.
Yeah,
a
we've
cat.
got to get out of here. Do these devices? Do you think we could like ride these discs, sort of like electric skates, and or like
You're
you know
gonna do a hoverboard.
hover
right?
surfboards and just ride? Yeah, hoverboards and just like zip through here to get to the place where all the ships are in the loading bay.
They're meant for 0G. So they're just gentle.
Yeah, but Gorath knows how to fix these things.
I'm sure Gorath, given about 15 minutes, could probably jury rig something.
I don't think we have 15 minutes though.
Yeah, we'll probably have to just hoof
Maybe.
it. Okay,
I think
that was a
yeah.
good thought.
They will take you right to where gravity starts.
Right
They'll
to
take
the
you right
edge,
and you
yeah.
just get going. And as you depart from that, let me see if I can get this thing back to you guys. And I gotta get rid of. And Mr. MacGuffin did not go with anybody, correct?
Not yet. He was still over by the the concession
Okay, and I'm
stand.
gonna have Draylock. You're making your way. I don't know if they're panicking, but you're about 50 feet down the road, and the Sheila and Vexus have popped out. So as you guys pop out near the concession stand, you do spot the two people, and it's up to you if you wanna like either some kind of like probably insight and security to luck out and not be seen.
Okay.
Separate roles for each of us.
Sure. I'll take the success for either one, though.
Okay, I got a 3.
All right.
Okay.
All right. I got a 5
Okay. Cool.
and a 10.
All right. Yeah. So you guys managed to go, establish the trait hidden, duck out of cover. So there is a convenient,
Okay.
like, heavy wall with an alcove you can kind of get back into, so you can press up against it. So that is available to you if you want to use it. But when you saw them, Yasa and Seal were both just pounding feet down here, and they're joined by probably a couple of other Orions.
Is there a tailor shop nearby?
There could be.
We need to grab like cloaks, Gorath, and at least a quick change of appearance, even if it's not a great one. But if we get cloaks and throw hoods over our heads, we
Mhm.
might be able to get away from these guys for a little bit.
Okay. Yeah. Well, if you.
Yeah, it seems like a good idea.
All right. Oh God, yeah. It's locate cloaks.
It was the lady standing in front of Mr. MacGuffin that gave me the idea,
Oh well, you could just.
because she looks like that's a
You
hooded
could
cloak.
just grab them off of people. Because it
Eh,
being,
I thought of
We
a-
don't want to make any more people
so
angry.
I'm trying to think of, this is a concert venue, so that you're hoping that there's a Cloaks or Us around.
Well, or like somebody selling like hoodies with
Yeah,
their
like,
concert
like,
T-shirts.
yeah, like
yeah, like
merch.
full over hoodies merch.
Oh yeah, it's
I thought of a really funny.
Preferably a Dark Side of the Moon one if I can find it, because that's still popular. It's still in the top 100 in the 24th century. It's never left the top 100.
I'm sorry. Go ahead, Paul. It's getting a little-
So I thought of a really funny glitch, and the owner of the merch store wants to barter, and we don't. We just want to buy.
That wasn't even going to be a glitch. But yeah, basically, given the propensity of hoods and robes in the Star Trek universe is everyone's basic thing. You have an Ardanan cloak. You've got the ones with from Journey to Babel, where there was the super tall guys. who happened to be non-white. They had hoods. So you have all that, and I don't know if you're allowed to do it because of cultural appropriation. You know, if you're allowed to wear those. But yeah, you see a variety of hoods and cloaks at a stall. And there are several bands, and it is airbrushed on there. There's airbrushed art on all of them. But yeah, so you're going to start rifling through them. Now I'm going to assume that you've kind of managed to, evade, because you did pretty well on that.
Right.
So Yaksa and Seal are going into the venue, and you guys are going to be kind of off to the side, or what are you going to try and do? Because you're going to be out in the bunch of stalls.
Right.
This is a think of a bazaar. Give yourself an Indiana Jones or 007 bazaar.
Yeah.
Let's,
So once we find,
I think we should head towards where the crowd is the thickest, and then just kind of snake through the crowd. So there's a lot of other people,
Well, they're
bodies
a long ways
blocking
away.
straight line.
That's the thing. They're about 100 yards away. So I was.
Okay.
You guys were
So
saying you
it's
wanted to
stood
grab the
out
cloaks
here?
first, huh?
Yeah, it would be good to have the cloaks first, and then
Yeah.
angle into the crowd if we can catch up.
Okay.
Do they have any Return of the Archon Landru cloaks?
I love the idea of Return of the Landru, the Landru cloaks. They've reserved creativity to them. So what I'm going to do is say, hey, Rufus, because Draylock is not in the scene, you can decide to be this merchant. And you can provide whatever accent or attitude they want. I'm very much in favor of Yiddish. Or Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Somebody from Brooklyn. I don't know. I wanted to give you some kind of an accent. Could be Southern.
Okay. We got some cloaks here, merch, have a souvenir, your good time. This has been a great party. Take the party home with you with a hood. The hood.
Okay, this person's making.
How much for
What
those
did you
hooded
say?
cloaks?
For you, my friend. 5 whatevers.
I'll give you 6 credits as a tip.
Ooh. That's the best deal I've had in a while. What's your size?
Just give me an extra large so I can cover everything up.
A man next to my heart.
Well, I think it's funnier because that's Lyra, the woman. I love
I don't know. You're not my species.
Yeah, who knows, right?
We went through all this pronoun training and before we played, and okay, fine. That came crashing down. So you do get a cloak. I assume both of you do. Gorath, are you going to get your own cloak? Or?
Yeah, I'm going to get my own cloak.
And what size are you,
so-
my friend?
Oh, I'm extra large.
Let me see.
I really like that cloak that has the headliner art on it.
It's
Do
really
you have one
nice,
of those in
isn't it?
extra large?
I'm looking. Hold on. It's your lucky day.
All right.
It's a classic.
How much is this then?
Oh, limited edition. 10.
10.
I'm just
Sounds
not
great.
sure I can let it go.
I'll give you 11.
Are you sure you don't want something else?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure we I mean, we have to go catch our ship, you know?
Oh, this is my mother's cloak. She took it off right after
Wow.
she died.
She died.
You guys are all on your own after that.
Well, I'll wear it with the correct amount of remembrance for your mother.
Okay. Well, here you go.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, the cloak is two things. The fabric of it, Cameron, you need to describe one aspect of the fabric. It can be tactile, sensory, one of the senses, and then we can even do a taste if you want. But
I have kind of a one that'll help the GM a little. What if it's lined with something that's kind of crinkly sounding, like a cellophane-y?
Yeah.
Like it's got a waterproof lining, so it kind of, so we can't be quiet in the cloaks. We may be covered, but we can't be quiet.
It's like we have squeaky tennis shoes.
Yeah.
That's the space blanket from Chuck.
Space blanket, yes.
Yeah.
Rufus, do you have another aspect to the cloak? Something like, now we got it. It's crinkly on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have another thing that it is? Like, does it smell funny? Does it taste?
Oh, it smells. I was going to say it smells like garlic.
Okay, just reeking of garlic.
Yep.
Because that was the smell of a dead whatever your species is.
What is that smell?
It's eye-wateringly amazing too. So you've got the crinkly cloak, and this is just you, by the way. Lyra's is just fine.
No.
So this is just for you. It's not too garish. They both look definitely like concert apparel, like you got them there.
Yeah.
And what I'm going to do is have them come. Whoops! I didn't realize that wasn't bolted down. So that was kind of fun. Main window. Yeah. There. So the bit we're looking at is that you've got these the two assassins are going to come back because they obviously didn't find anybody in an empty venue. So now they're on their way.
Well, they found a cat.
Oh God, yeah, they found a cat. I don't know if they did anything with the cat, but it definitely I'll go with it. Distracted them. But you guys are trying to make your way to the shuttle bay, right, or to the landing bay?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Probably not too big of a deal. What I do want to do is a fitness and security roll for both of you to see if you can get yourself a good head start.
All right.
Ooh, I got a 2.
2 successes, a 10 and a 6.
I rolled another 2. I rolled 2 2s.
Good grief.
You're getting doubles tonight.
You're on fire tonight. Are you sure you just don't need a better prescription for your glasses?
No, it's my big giant dice.
Oh, good lord. Oh, those are amazing.
I can see it just fine.
We should have you on Monday night to help Modifius Gas on that because he stares at his dice really hard. So, you guys have definitely succeeded enough to get there well ahead of the assassins. And
cool.
You come to, let me see if I can get myself around it. There's back in business resources. Do I have a shuttle bay? I had a shuttle bay. You want a broken shuttle bay? I'll give you a broken shuttle bay. Okay, we're just gonna put in a new slide. Okay. At least I hope I did that. No, it's in the downloads folder because that's the way we roll. Okay, make sure nothing creepy from ChatGPT is there. And there we go. Yep, so there's the shuttle bay.
In prime Orion colors,
Oh
no
yeah,
less.
it's whoops. What is it doing? All right. Well, I don't know how come it did what it did what it did. Oh, I know why. Because it
Ugh, I'm a terrible pilot, Gorath. Can you fly one of those things so we can grab it?
Oh, maybe.
I thought you guys knew how to. I thought you guys. Oh, did you arrive in a commercial shuttle?
We probably took a commercial shuttle. I know Lyra's con is only one, and her control is like an 8 or 9. It's not
Okay.
pretty.
Yep. Yeah. So you flew coach.
Yeah.
All right. So I don't see why this is. Yeah. I told you to. Okay. There we go. Sorry about that. It just didn't. It didn't really want to
All right.
do its job. Okay, you've got these really squatty things because of aspect ratio. Let's just go with that. These actually look cooler when they're all flattened out like that. To be honest.
Yeah, they're like pod racers.
So yeah, you're making your way on there. Drelok, you've gotten to the shuttle bay. Everybody's kind of clambering to ships. What are you doing as these people like kind of spread out through the bay? And this is kind of like, think of a Star Destroyer bay, like a big Mos Eisley thing where there's just lots of ships, just a big giant Walmart parking lot. And I don't know what you're doing with all the people in various places. How can you get them the music they need?
Yeah, that's a good question. Because I'm starting to worry maybe if everybody's panicking like this, that maybe it's just time to get out of here. And yeah, maybe I'm a little less worried about the entertainment at this point, and more concerned about maybe being trampled or something like that.
Oh yeah, you are tiny.
Indeed.
How about if I make that even more fun? I need a daring and security roll, please.
Let's see. Daring is 10. Security is 2. I got my 12. All right. So,
Couple of dice on that.
all right. I got a 4. I got a 7.
All right. That's 2 successes quite easily, unless you had any sort of focus that would help you in this. Tactical evasion.
Let's see. Yes, tactical evasion. I'm good at dodging and navigating tricky escape routes.
Okay. Well, your security 2 didn't quite get you there, but it did serve you at least a little bit. So you do have 2, so you're avoiding being trampled to death. But yeah, that definitely gives you impetus to head out. Do you know where your shuttle is? Do you remember where you parked?
It's somewhere outside the dock, because my ship is huge.
Oh God! Did you bring like a Fesarius kind of, like a planet-sized ship?
I mean, it's my ride. I don't like taking anything else. I need room.
Okay. Now we've got to find an outside thing. Thank you for telling me that. We did not.
Oh, it's just outside the door there.
I know, we just hadn't budgeted for locations on this shoot. Right. Resources. Oh God, this could be just the shittiest planet ever. I got a quarry. Best I can do is a quarry for you guys.
Oh.
Yeah, it's gonna be a quarry right now. I don't care.
Classic,
Classic quarry.
Quarry time.
Thin rancid atmosphere. I'm gonna keep that from the last game because why not? And then
Just go up and to the left a little bit, and then you'll find those locked away heads.
Oh yeah. And let's see if I can get this. The field color should be orange or yellow. Okay, yeah. So you leave the area, and the ship is right where you left it parked. It is 1 meter across, and it's just parked in the corner there. Why don't you unmute yourself?
How far away from the ship am I?
It's a couple hundred yards, a couple 300 yards. You actually parked kind of far away, for reasons that you'll remember in a minute about the way your ship works.
Well, I'm really concerned about door dings.
You are concerned about door dings.
I usually park far away from the crowd.
Yeah, you're gonna have to make your way to it.
So I guess I'm just gonna start, trying to get a good run going on to get me there.
Okay, are you carrying the boombox, or have you left the boombox?
I'm still carrying my boombox. Yeah.
Okay, is you still carrying it? Is it still playing? Oh, you wish it would be that, Cameron. Nope. Trust me, this is gonna work the way this is gonna work the way I want it to work. Give me the other ship. Give me a PNG.
Yeah,
it's
playing the Rocky theme.
Okay. So while you're running up, yeah, there's a lot of stairs. Surprisingly, there's a lot of stairs going up and down because you parked like this.
Yeah.
So yeah. It will take a while. It's just. Oh, that boombox is.
I got it on loop, so I can do it a while.
Yeah, that's the ship. That's exactly the ship I wanted. So, let me see where we're at there. And of course I can't save it. Can I save it? Nope. Save it in pictures. Fine. Yeah, it would be nice if the Enterprise weren't in the middle of it.
Yeah, I know. That's the one drawback.
Anyway, what it is going to take a little while. I think as long as the music's playing, how long before you get really exhausted by this, musically or mentally?
I don't know. What's my stamina?
That would be your fitness. You got a 9.
I got a 9. I guess I'll be okay.
The little guy.
He's pretty fit.
Okay. Yeah. Well, 7 is the minimum, so yeah, that would be pretty good. So yeah, you're sprightly, and the boombox is not as heavy as I thought it would be. Let me see what.
Made from a special alloy.
The most precious special alloy.
Got a little added anti-grav chip in it.
Oh yeah, okay. I like that idea better. So what I'm gonna do is, hey guys, you don't have a ship yet. You guys, everybody's starting to kind of pull out with their ships, and so you're getting these blasts of whatever coming at you. So I'm gonna go back to Gorath and Lyra.
Okay.
And bring you into this mess. There are no other ships left. People have just grabbed all their ships and they're just kind of blowing out of here.
So we're left without a ship.
Yeah, I mean, you arrived on the rocket bus,
That's
so
no good.
you didn't have a ship in the first place.
Right.
That's right.
So you were guests of the Orion Syndicate.
So is this isn't this like more of a private hangar?
Yes.
Or is this where we would have
This is kind of the
We would have been dropped
hangar
off.
for the venue.
the hangar, right?
So you were kind of heading for that, thinking, "Oh, there's a ship. Oh, you can just grab it."
When's the next shuttle supposed to be?
I don't know. I didn't think we'd have to leave in a hurry, so I didn't really look at the manifest for public transport.
I'm gonna see if I can't find a computer station nearby and hack into it.
Okay.
See if I can find something out.
Just go ahead and I mean, it's what did you want to find out? Because it would be just like a bus terminal.
So yeah, like, are there any inbound ships that you know that we might be able to hitch a ride on, or maybe I could contact someone and offer them a really spiffy cloak for a ride.
What you've got is well, you basically just have the kind of the bus schedule coming up. I mean, without hacking, this is what you can get without trying to like take the terminal apart. So it's a it's a public comms panel. It's here to tell you about like the comings and goings to the ships. If there's an available parking spot, it will accept payment for your parking. It does ask you for your ticket, and it keeps repeating the please insert ticket for payment thing loudly because it's broken. It's just going to keep yelling at you to ask for payment.
Can I try and use my my high level clearance card that we clearly would have had?
Oh, we do? Okay. Yeah, you have the one that's for the venue, right? The one that the Orions gave you?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead and put it in the slot.
Oh, wait a minute. Lyra, this could be a bad idea. Should we risk it?
Yeah, we should do it.
Okay. I slip it in.
That immediately trips the alarm.
Yeah, I'm sure it does.
Zarvex anticipating the ship and repair. Yeah. Maybe. I think that the glitch was the card itself. Because it just alerts them immediately to where you are.
Wouldn't the Orion ship be around?
Well, I mean, this is the Walmart parking lot. This is for the people. They may have their own. They have their own place.
They probably have their own special military hangar or intelligence hangar.
It's going to be velvet lined and coated in gold. It's going to be the gaudiest hangar you've ever seen. That would be my thing. It would be the deluxe hangar. So yeah, as you guys get in there, you do hear the whine of a transporter coming up near you, and it is an Orion transporter. I have no idea what Orion transporters look like, but it's probably swirly and green. Yeah, probably.
They're probably green.
Probably swirly.
Maybe orange.
Yeah, orange. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe orange
or blue.
No. No, but that'd be an Orion transporter.
Yeah. But you do start hearing.
So our sense of safety is peaked, right? We're thinking that they're after.
Yeah.
Because we saw them, right?
You saw them, and someone had accused you of tampering with things, and you saw the people being dispatched on the vid screen. There was something like "get down there and apprehend them," kind of a thing. You
right?
Okay. You're not operating under total paranoia.
Okay.
Just a little. Paranoia.
So I feel like we have to either hide or.
No. I will say across the bay. Now there's one entrance from the venue, right? There's the big gateway you came through, which has turnstiles, because of course it has turnstiles.
Oh, of course, yeah.
But you do see the assassin and them just beaming in to the space, right by the turnstiles, and then essentially you're in the bay. You do spot a door farther away, which is like
I have an
exit, just propped open.
I have a thought.
Yes. So,
since this is a landing bay, there must be some kind of tractor beam safety mechanism, for landing ships that are damaged or coming in too hot, right?
Sure. Yeah, that makes sense.
So I'd like to see if I could aim the tractor beam, emergency tractor beam thing at the beaming spot where they're at and get a hold of them.
Oh, okay. Man, they're not. These aren't Packlid transporters, so they don't beam in very, very slowly. I. Oh man, if you want to do something like create, like what a crazy random happenstance. I will put a control panel just here. If you want to spend,
I have a
that.
better idea.
Okay.
So I'm gonna use the tractor beam to actually like rewire it to make it a force beam, and like put like a force beam field in front of them that they can't
get a Wesley for this.
Get through.
Okay, well, all right. I'm just going to say that this is one of those instant invention things, right? So it's going to cost.
Well, you got to do what you got to do.
Pretty much. I'm gonna immediately charge you like 4 momentum right off the top of the group pool because it's basically
It's all right.
The serendipity of you being right next to where the tractor emitter is, being able to
Right,
pop the panel off the wall, and a lack of sonic screwdrivers among the staff are all working against you. So it's going to be 4 momentum just from your pool, and then it's going to require 4 successes on your part to make that happen.
That's reasonable.
I mean, it's pretty. I'm going with it. That if you want to attempt it, it is that difficult of a.
Lyra, help me out with this.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah, I will assist.
Right. And if you've got any focuses that go on whatever, I don't know what they'd be.
Electroplasma power systems.
Sure, I will be. I'll be happy to give you that. Yeah, go ahead and.
All right.
So your target is going
I don't have any.
It is going to be engineering and daring.
Engineering and daring.
And okay. Ooh, I'm actually not bad. I'm 12.
You're going to be daring and.
I'll assist with 1 die.
He has to succeed once, which we already know.
I got a 3.
All right, that's 1 success.
And I got
a 2, so I got an assist success.
Oh, and I missed.
That's okay. You got a 3, and the 2 is automatically there. Now you do have diffuse the tension, by the way, as a skill.
We have to do what?
You have keep in mind you have talents. These will come in handy later. These will come in handy later, like diffuse the tension. Friends. So
we have another momentum. We could buy another dice, right?
You could, yeah. An assistant can't.
I can spend it out. Yeah, I can't.
Okay, well, I'm going to use that last momentum. I got a 4, so I got 2 successes.
Okay, so you have 2 successes.
What else can I weasel out of this?
Okay. Generally, spend the momentum before you roll, but don't worry about it. Okay, Cameron, you had 1 success. You got 3 successes.
1.
But you needed 4. So, as a partial success, one of the you do rough and tumble Selah a little bit, so she gets a little bit of a bubble there going. Let's see, it's on screen. Man, I managed to not have anything fun here. Okay, yeah, we're just gonna put her behind that wall. Yeah, so she gets at least partially blocked.
Okay.
While you guys are, and you're at the far end of the bay when you engage this. So you've got some distance. Vexa is headed toward you hot though, So they're going to take like a turn to get to you. So you have another
And
turn.
do we see any means of escape, or
There is a propped open exit door.
propped open exit door?
Yes.
Well, we're headed there.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll make a break
All
for
right.
that.
Bought ourselves some time, and
Yeah, what I'm going to do is there's a proper open exit door, and you pop out there. Do you want to do anything like to close the door behind you?
can I
Triangle shirtwaist.
Can we jam?
Is-
Just
You want a
jam?
triangle?
Can we
Yeah, is there any
jam
kind of-
the?
way to fuse the door, or
Did you
shoot the
did you
lock,
have a
or-
tool? Did you have any engineering tool with you?
well, I'm sure I did, because I had to
You have to do something with that panel.
have all the
Yeah.
Let's go with daring engineering to see if you can just kind of essentially, if you don't care, if you just want the door.
well, it
shut.
doesn't matter. I rolled a 20.
Well, and a what? What was the other one?
The other one is a 1.
Your
hmm
Okay, it is feast or famine tonight. Yeah. So all I'm gonna say is you do basically just blast this door, and there's just a shower of sparks from it. There's a huge scorch mark. It's almost like you just welded it shut, and it basically burns out your tool.
Okay.
So you do succeed and you fail all the time.
I drop it because it's hot.
Yeah. So that's sitting on the ground now.
Oh my god.
And as you're
That's gonna leave a mark.
I'm assuming you're making. Now you hear in the distance the sound of Rocky.
Okay.
I don't know what you want to do with that information, but while I'm back, I'm gonna.
Wow, I love that song. I'm gonna head that way.
Okay.
Yeah,
Lyra,
we should go
follow me.
there.
Wherever there's
It's
music,
certainly
it's
not
gotta be a good
popular
thing.
with the Ryans, so yeah, let's head there.
Okay. And what I'm gonna do is, for you, it's not as long a walk as it was for Draylock.
Well,
Not
it's
as
like half
many
as far,
steps.
right?
Huh? Yeah, Draylock takes about
It's like half
Yeah.
as far.
Half as many
at
steps.
least half as many steps. And also, Draylock was just. Well, I don't know what pace were you moving at, Draylock? Oh, sorry, Draylock. Yep.
Well, I was trying to get a good jog going, but I'm pacing myself because it was a bit of a jog, so I wanted to make sure I had the energy to get there.
Okay, I'm gonna put in ChatGPT to the test because it has
Mhm.
done good jobs with Klingons. The new one, it ripped off all
Mhm.
the good stuff. So Draylock, you're standing in front of a sphere that is about
Mhm.
as tall as you are,
Mhm.
and it looks like it's just a collection of big ping pong balls. And you do recognize this as your ship.
I do. There's my bride.
What is the name of the ship?
Oh gosh,
The
this
Rubik's ball.
it's baby ball.
Okay, I got a bad version of the Viserys' interior, and it looks like it was made as an Atari Activision with yellow plastic. So we're not going to do that. Yeah, it's called Baby Ball.
The sports model.
Is it?
Baby ball.
All right. Well, Baby Ball is shrunk,
Mhm.
as is tradition among the First
Mhm.
Federationers. It has a resting mass of like several 100,000 tons. So obviously it weighs as much as a Constitution class starship. And
Mhm.
it's making a significant dent in you had to find a good place to land it. So yeah,
It's like quarry. It's rock, right? It's,
so basically it's just shrunk down now, so you can expand it to whatever size you want to find the door.
Oh,
Yeah, basically
so,
your part. Yeah, exactly.
yeah, I've got a little clicker, so beep 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 beep, and it kind of starts to swell up to, let's say, about the size of a minivan.
Okay. Yeah, because you're just going to do it that way.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's about right.
yeah. And it's a little polka dot thing. And you can. Oh yeah, that is exactly the interior I want. This is how I'm going to do this. You can fight me on this if you want, but I think it'll be good.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. Was,
Beautiful.
Nice.
I bet there's some Tranya in there that's chilled and ready to go.
Oh yeah, this is absolutely full of Tranya. I like it that it's almost the same as the Atari 2600 version. Oh, and I'm going to make it all wide and squat because it's short.
Yeah.
So everything
Well,
is,
it's also round.
yeah, everything is your size. So there is a door. It's open. You guys, by the way, as you're following up, you see just this yellow ball just appear in the middle of the rocky faced cliff. And you start, you don't hear anything from the assassins, but yeah, there is this ball, and you see Draylock just kind of going in. How do you get in? What do the doors look like to this thing?
Oh, they're round.
Okay. Is it just a
Kind of like a
ball?
portal. It's kind of like a portal,
Okay.
It sort of swings out, and yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and you've got your thing. You go on in. Your ship doesn't really do any AI stuff, so it just is there. And what I want to find out is, are you guys going to try and follow on to escape the assassins? I hope.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Run, Lyra.
Run for the hills.
I'm running. Did we see Draylock go in? Like, do we know it?
Saw Draylock go in.
Okay, so we know it's not like an Orion trick.
Yeah, you actually saw like you saw like, well, that's where the sound is coming from too. So I don't think you saw Draylock go in, but you did hear the sound. The music's coming from there. And
Okay.
there's just kind of one of these balls has just sort of opened back, so it's like a hemisphere hatch. Because I'm going with the balls all the way.
Balls to the wall.
Balls are the wall.
Right.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. You guys get a momentum for that one. Yeah.
Is that why he's bald?
Ow. So yeah. Do you want to go into this and just or not?
Well, I mean, how about I want to try and get his attention. Hello, friend.
Oh, are they right there in the room with me?
No, they're not, because they're refusing to do a thing that I want them to do. Now, we had a discussion this afternoon about, or this at the evening meal about Star Trek: The Animated Series managed to make it through an entire adventure in 22 minutes, including long 30-second shots of the Enterprise just dragging its ass across the screen. But no. Yeah, so you're yelling at you're just basically in there yelling at him.
Oh, I didn't see you there.
Hi.
Hey,
You were doing a great job of DJing there in the 0G section.
Oh,
It
thank you.
really helped us out after our device failed somehow.
Yeah.
I suspect that somebody was messing with it.
Oh, it's so wonderful. What am I doing? Talking outside? Okay,
I like the idea that you've opened a portal to the
I
top,
went like
and now
it's
you're
like in
looking
the
down.
Wizard.
Yeah, one of the
the
ping
Wizard-
pong
like
balls,
the Wizard of Oz.
a soccer-sized ball opens up.
Yeah, because the door closed right behind him before you could get to it. Now you've got this, yelling down from the window outside.
Yeah, I'm so glad you like the tunes, guys. That's great.
yeah, music is our life.
Oh gosh.
Oh,
But speaking of our lives, we're in a bit of a pickle here.
Oh,
a
yeah?
sticky situation.
What's going on?
Yeah. So the people who loaned us the money think we'd did this on purpose and made a mess on purpose, and they're after us.
Okay.
I'm
So
wondering
they're
if
accusing
we
us
might.
of sabotaging our own device.
Oh.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense, but I'm wondering if there's, I don't know, if you could find it in your heart to give us a quick lift out of here.
Okay. Well, where are you going?
Anywhere.
Anywhere not here.
Okay. Well, it's in my, it's the nature of my species to be very welcoming, and I just want to learn things, and I think it'd be great. We could have some drinks and maybe play a little Twister. How about that?
Okay.
Um,
That sounds good.
Sure, that sounds fun.
All right.
Can we leave quickly though?
Oh yeah, you hear,
Sorry.
you hear a loud explosion from where you were standing, from where where the locking bay was. You pretty much they're coming. Yeah. So do you open the hatch for him, or do you know where the lever is, Draylock?
Oh yeah. I'm just gonna push a button.
Okay, you haven't started day drinking yet.
Yeah.
Okay. And then basically this is the to scale thing.
Mm-hmm.
So we come in ducking.
Yeah, you're gonna come in ducking really hard, and that's not the autocorrect talking. So yeah, you come in. I assume that at this point, Draylock, you're just gonna close the door and head out because the scanners do indicate that there's like 2 people coming after you, 2 Orion assassins. It looks like you saw them before.
Yeah.
They looked mean.
They did look mean. So I'm gonna fire up the engine. I think we got to get out of here. Let's get out of here.
Okay. Do you want to make the
Yeah,
the
definitely.
baby ball any bigger, or just leave it at minivan size?
I think minivan size is good because it's gonna be easier to take off.
Sure. Also, Lyra and Gorath, you might notice something that is peculiar to this vehicle. This is not the size of a mini.
Well,
I
the
like
chairs are
your
really
church.
small.
Yeah, the controls are really small, but also it does not match.
It's
it
bigger
does
on
not
the
match
inside.
The interior coordinates do not match. Geometry doesn't match. Which I don't know if that's a big thing to Starfleet.
Bigger on the
people,
inside.
Really,
Do you mean it's smaller on the inside?
but yeah, if it could be. So yeah, at that point you do blast off, and surprisingly we've ended the adventure. It's the first time for everything here at Architects of Fate. We just sealed this.
And we live happily ever after.
Yeah,
We introduce ourselves.
We just drive around like the Partridge Family
Yeah.
in a minivan sized Thesaurus.
I'm gonna kick that tune off. Hello,
Your ship
world
is
is all that was
Fascinating.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I love,
come on, get
I love
happy.
the idea that is
Oh, get
absolutely
happy.
yeah. Because you should talk about how great you are, how excited you are to share Earth music, and that's the song you choose.
There you go.
I love Earth music. You can't believe it. It's
I know,
crazy.
they really know how to
There's
compose stuff on Terra.
there's quite a variety. Yes,
Oh.
there's quite a variety.
Oh, would you like some Tranya?
I've never had any, but I've heard it's really good stuff.
I don't think I've ever had it before
I
myself.
relish it. I really hope you relish it as much as
Yeah, give me a taste. That sounds good.
Yeah, we
I
can't
crack
get
it
rid of,
open.
we can't get
It's
rid
nice
of
and
this ship.
chilled.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
that basically you guys are blown out of orbit and you knock a Constitution class ship out of the way just for giggles.
Well, it's the Orion ship, right? We
Bump
just
down it.
Yeah, they commandeered a Connie, and so it's got Orion
Yeah, there you go.
graffiti on the hull.
It's either that or I would posit that you hung one outside like an ornament outside of your own ship. You have a
Oh,
little
yeah,
mini
yeah.
Enterprise hanging out there.
Just a little bit, yeah. Yeah, it's just like a hood ornament.
Yeah, I was thinking it was.
Yeah.
love it.
Sweet.
Be cool if you had a fleet of 12 of them. They could be your reindeer or something.
Yeah, so folks, that's the end of this episode. I want to say, everybody, thanks so much for listening. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. I don't know who's left. We're gonna, because Goliath Man asked about it. I'm not sure when DM Dave is going to be coming back. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take some things up. We're gonna not tell Nat what we're doing, because why would we give him a heads up? But what I was thinking about is this Monday slot could be home to another sci-fi series, and we'll look for some players. I think we've got everybody here. So a few of us here are interested in this. But as a hint, yeah.
No, I'm just
And as a
agreeing.
hint,
I'm sorry.
Maybe something like that might be coming up in our slot. So we're looking at possibly play testing a short subject for Planet of the Apes. Probably in a month or so. We might have a couple of nights off while we kind of get our act together and learn how the game works. But that's what's coming. I think to this slot, we're going to put out some requests for players. So if people want to play, I've got a couple of people in mind who might already. So I may have already pre-filled the damn thing, but we'll just take it what we can and we'll try it out. So
It'll be a
will
damn
be a damn
dirty
dirty show. I think it'll give us a chance to do makeup and costumes, because I think that would be great. I do have a person in mind for a lawgiver. He's GM Bobo. Should be joining us. So we'll see what we can do. That way I can get a rest and just work on the Monday nights of Bajor. And what I'm going to do is tell everybody, hey, although this adventure ended, we do have other adventures going on at Architects. And this Tuesday, we do have the Cyberpunk Red Hope Reborn. And I've got to kind of grab, what is it called? Got to kind of grab the weekly schedule. In Night City, location is everything. After building trust and rapport with Maureen Freeman and her husband, the professor, the party is asked to work with a trusted business partner of theirs, Jack Sorokowski, a realty specialist, to find a new home for the Forlorn Hope. The former location in Little China has totally collapsed, but Jack is going to have some odd events of his own, which he is willing to pay the party to assist with. So that's our Cyberpunk. Wednesday and Thursday we don't have anything, and then on Cookie Trek will be on Fridays with Simon and Rufus, and it's Vos Wichu, which means, I believe, none of your damn business. Oh no, it means Metal Chef. Cookie Trek was taken off the stream rather rudely during a climactic Klingon ritual of the Metal Chef. Pardon me, that's a trademark. So Simon and Rufus must do an unexpected two-parter. So come and see the conclusion of the Metal Kitchen Challenge and find out which crew are chosen to sample the Rokeg blood pie from the two competing houses. Grab your cookies and gawk pockets and help determine the fate of the judges' digestive tracts on Friday Cookie Trek. And then we do, I believe, have Call of the Netherdeep coming up on Sunday. Stay tuned in the Discord for that. And we also have Bajor Rising coming up again. I believe that we have just had an incredibly critical failure trying to sort out some crystals, which seem to be, I don't know, they were probably supposed to be the hope to liberate Bajor or something. But I think the players just shattered everything, as players do. So I'm going to be looking for a raid. Well, you guys can reflect for a few moments on, the further adventures of Gorath and Lyra, or not. It's up to you.
Yeah. Well, this was fun.
Yeah. And now that we've escaped,
I
we are
really
back
want
in
to find out
business.
though who broke into my system.
Yeah, that would be a good one.
That really peeves me off.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's true. Well, we're gonna. Yep.
I suspect it was that Sherrod guy. The guy who is blaming us. Usually it's projection
Yeah.
of those narcissists.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think that's a good first place to Start
gosh,
looking.
Good. And I just wanted to let you know we have a raid picked out. If I got this correct, it'll be for the last starship. It'll be the. Let me see if I got it in there. Yeah, Althaven. So hopefully Althaven will be there for us, and you guys can give them a shout. And I don't know why my screen isn't showing me how to start the raid. So I'm just going to keep talking until the raid is going. But yeah, you guys have to find out who may have done it, and yeah, I mean, somebody can turn into the Incredible Hulk because you're accused of a crime you didn't commit.
Oh,
So
absolutely.
that's a possibility. And why is there we go. All right, yeah, and folks, I guess that's good. We're just gonna go and I guess go to sleep. Like some of us will just go to sleep now, or wave goodbye, everybody, and maybe go ape. Keep an eye on in the Discord for us.
Go ape.
Go ape. And maybe they'll do it.
Go
Grape ape.
ape.
Can I be a grape
Oh.
ape?
You're not doing that. No. All right.
It's just
Come
a